Hi, welcome back to this YouTube channel and my eBay sellers account, GB Hatchery. Today I'm playing some more American Truck Simulator, and I have this awesome truck. I'm not exactly sure if that's a Peterbilt. I'm thinking it might be. Let's check it out. Yes, this is a Peterbilt. You can tell because you could just about sleep on the hood. This just takes you away. And we all know what it's like to drive, so it's not unfamiliar. Like, you can hop right in and compare it to all your driving experience you already have, but you just get that feeling of having that trailer behind you and being able to look at it and see how it's doing, and yep, it's still being tugged along. Like, alright, let's keep going. Leave my turn signal on. I've actually done that in real life. But yeah, look at, there's shadows on the hood, the flat spot of the hood. They're probably not as good as Microsoft Flight Simulator shadows, but they're budgeted well. This game is budgeted well to run pretty good. Performance is, I would say, excellent. Even like a 1080 Ti or a 2070, I'm sure you'd have to lower the res maybe to 1440, but you could probably bite off quite a bit. This would probably be really awesome in the new Pimax 4K QLED, or 12K. I said 4K. So the 8KX is two 4K panels. Even when they say 8K, my brain goes to 4K. So I think 12K is going to end up being like 6K, or maybe it's 12 megapixel. I don't know. I'd have to. But they're calling it 12K QLED. I think it's two 6K screens. Okay, now we're going to die. These things stop a lot faster than they accelerate. Like there's somebody in a hot air balloon. So on your screen, if I wasn't reprojecting and I set the settings down, it would be 60 FPS on the social screen. It would probably look a lot better. And I was getting between 60 and 90 the way I had it set up. But I had 75% resolution scaling. Now I have 100% resolution scaling, and I'm reprojecting to make up the difference. 45 regular frames, actually rendered frames, and then 45 synthetic frames every other frame. And in the headset, it's super smooth and looks fine. Looks like all rendered frames. But on the social screen, it's probably going to look like 45. So it's going to be, as things go by, what? Headlight usage of fence. Okay, I got to turn my headlights on or off. I thought they were. Must have had my brights on. We'll just leave them off until after the sun sets. 200 seems a little steep. So if when I'm looking to the side it looks a little jittery as things go by, just know in the headset that it's not like that. It's super smooth as they go by. Smooth as 90 FPS will get you anyway. It's not 240. There's a biplane. The scale looks a little bit off on some of the airplanes. They look like they're the size of a jumbo jet, but it's a, I don't know, they just look off somehow. That's alright. the scope is so big on this, I don't think it matters. And they got a lot of visuals looking just about right. Just like when you're on the freeway and a truck goes by, that's what it looks like. It's the home store. It's a lot of decisions that have to be made. I mean, if you're going to make a game, you got to come up with a truck that says like a Home Depot truck or a Lowe's or any other kind of home store truck, and you got to make a generic one, you know, for copyright reasons. But all those decisions, you got to just go on the fly. Yes, that, get it done. It's pretty respectable what's done here. I'm pretty impressed. Just as someone who's seen a few games, spends a bit of time doing this, Microsoft Flight Simulator is top of the list as being impressed for me. There's a Prius. That's cool. I actually drive a Prius. What's nice about a Prius is you can come around a truck and pass the front of the truck and it doesn't blow you off to the side. I've had so many cars where you got to give the wheel like an eighth of a turn to the right as you're going past a truck, and then it sucks you in as you're going past it, like because you just turned. Alright, now we're going to do lights. There we go. There's lights. So there's no brights. Maybe there's a button on the keyboard for brights. It looks like it's off, and then probably running lights, and then lights. Not exactly sure what the brights button would be. I could probably map that. But I think it would be nice if they had a nice default controller setup. That's what PC, that's why consoles beat PC, is because people want a default controller setup, because they're only going to use a Xbox style controller or a PS5 DualSense controller, which looks exactly the same. I mean, you have all the same buttons pretty much, and then you just make decisions on how it's going to be mapped, and people can pick it up. Oops. Alright, so I'm going to have to turn around. It looks like I was supposed to take a exit. I was busy. Keep getting achievements though. But the newer PCs are just churning through some decisions. It's amazing. Like, it's a whole new ball game. It's like, it's getting pretty serious. I totally feel with the way the lights go over like that, and it lights the cabin up. It is really immersive. You know what it feels like to pull up into a country road where you know there's nobody. Oh. Nice cool summertime air. Maybe you gotta use a restroom. We've all been there, you know. Hungry, thirsty, gotta pee. Of course, you got a home away from home back here. Oh, this one doesn't have it. The last truck had it. Had a whole bed set and everything. This one doesn't have it. It just has a window. But see, that's what you get. You get these X's, so you can't, it's not like Microsoft Flight Simulator where you can go anywhere in the world, but it'll let you miss a turn and turn around and come back and then get back on track. And then the customers will mad because you are a little bit late, but they still pay you. All you gotta do is tell them, hey man, gas is 5 to 7. I don't know what they're getting for diesel. If gas is 5, I don't know. I have no idea what diesel is. I haven't looked. I guarantee it's not $1.25 though. Yeah, with the G2 with 4K, all these readouts are just like I could get out and touch them. Like, it's just, even these little ones off to the side here, I can read everything there is there. I can read it okay like this, but if I just go like this, I can read all that little cell exhaust. What's that say? Exhaust, rear axle. It's so cool. That's what VR did not have just 4 or 5, 6 years ago. When the PSVR came out, we had a lot of pixelated problems because that was the current tech at the time. Now we have 7 nanometer, and they're talking about 4 nanometer and 3 nanometer, and I think 2 nanometer, and it's possible they already can do all of it and they just want to sell us the one before it first. I don't know. But the future is, hopefully the Moore's Law is not a thing, because otherwise we're all going to have to buy generators to run our PCs. The PCs are going to go from electric to gas, because that's the only way you're going to be able to make the 5,000 watts to run it. It's not going to be able to run off your household electric. You're going to have something outside that facilitates it operating. It's 2 nanometer and it's 10,000 watts. It's like an ASIC, and yes, you can do whatever you want in VR, but yeah, there's that drawback. You gotta put a couple gallons of diesel in it for every hour you want to play. Alright, so where do you need it? Should I do that? I don't know. It's a toss-up. It's either easy or hard, and this is the hardest one. But they pay more. Proceed to the unloading. So that's delivery only. I'm thinking it's that way. Yeah, I can see right here on the GPS they want me over this way. It's gonna be tight. This is really, really tight. This guy's watching like, haha. Oh, no, that's not working. That will not work. Alright, I'm going to scare somebody. They're going to come out with their cart, and I'm going to have a Cummins diesel right in front of them, revved up. Alright, with any luck. I don't think this is going to make it, but we can try. I got to swing wide. Ooh, they're stopping for me. Yeah, I'm trying, man. My daddy didn't do this for a living. There we go. He's acting like it's nothing. He's like, yeah, whatever. Oh. Should have just said, where do you want it? See, I jackknifed it. That was probably a mistake. It's cool they have this little window you can see how close you are to things. That's pretty helpful. That's like the one that's on the Fords. There we go. That's me. I was pressing down on the left stick. Oh, and they want it over there. I feel like SpongeBob right now. I don't think this is gonna cut it. Nope. Oh, no, no. I'm gonna jackknife it. Alright. It's jackknifed. I'm just gonna use a little bit of that there. It's actually not real easy. I think they're giving me an option to just quit here. Yeah, I can see it's helpful to hang out of the window. It's gonna hit the wall. Oh, that hit. That'll get me fired. I can see the challenges of this, actually. I can imagine the responsibility is actually a pretty high feeling responsibility. That sounds good enough to me. To skip parking the trailer and complete the delivery, you will miss the precise parking bonus points. Well, I don't want to do that. I think I have to be straight with it when I... Oops, that was me. Right. Alright, here we go, here we go. 10th time is the charm. Yeah. Alright, that's it. Got it. Woo! That was a toughie. Wow. Alright, let's see about this. I haven't done any in California here. Fresno. Let's try Fresno. No. I don't think it lets you. Does it? I don't think these... Maybe you have to buy this one. Las Vegas was working. Tonopah. There's a couple in Tonopah. Deliver some tires. This one looks a little more aerodynamic. What is that, a Volvo? Plows. Carson City or Las Vegas? We'll try this one. It's Las Vegas. What's in a truck anyway? Alright, here we are. Cold and dark. Let's see about this. That's what they say with airplanes when they have to go start it. Let me get rid of this guy. Oh, I'll need that. I don't like that when there isn't one. Maybe one will turn on. No GPS. Should I take it? Yeah, we're going to take it. So I have to have a GPS in my face, which is that one. Oh well. We'll do it. Turn on the lights. Away we go. This looks like a lumber yard. It said plows. Oh, these guys are making plows here. Okay. Well, it's a double train of plows. Look at that. Holy smokes. Well, there's responsibility. Alright, we'll take it. SpongeBob would probably be a good trucker though. But everybody would probably feel like they need to get him to grow some hair on his chest. They're like, hey, come here. I'll buy you a girl. Here. Smoke this. He would be corrupted. He would be hurting. His mom wouldn't recognize him. Spongy. But that's cool. I can look at my rear view and see all those lights and everything. Man, that really, really is immersive. So I'm going to take a right. It's like dark. There's nothing. And this guy's going to try to kill me. I'm trying to be responsible with my gravel train here. That guy wants some of my paycheck for having to stop. He's like, you making a cut or what? That's why they say cut the wheel, because you got to pay everybody off when you get done. You can just take these off-road if you want. I mean, it's kind of silly, but... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Why would I do that? Oh, I killed it. Can I reset? A jackknife? Let me have it. Come on, video game. Let me have it. What the heck did I do? I gotta press the differential lock, it says, which is the V. I think it said V. I'm stuck. I did something very irresponsible. I didn't know there was a big, huge, like, hole for me to go into. Come on, you can do it. Digging a hole. I'm gonna have to quit the job. That would suck. Look at that mess I made. Oh, I'm up against a sign. Oh no, that's my other trailer. I think that's what's holding me back, is they're stuck in that that rut. Oh, I got lucky. Look at that. Look at that. I got it going. All right. Look at that. There we go. All right. No more foolishness. I didn't realize that there was like huge craters to go into. I think we're still okay. $195 miles to Las Vegas. I think that's where I'm going to. It'll be shortened, but I think that's like a 3-hour trip. If you look at the time goes by like seconds. It's like 3 seconds. So it's like 1/20th of the time. So 3 hours by times 120. It should be about 10 minutes. It's a dark day. I guess it's nighttime. Not really ideal for YouTube, but actually it's kind of neat because you get to see. See what it's like when things just pop up into the lights and you're going along at 60 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour. It would be nice if the headlights shined out just a little further. I think you can put your brights on. I'm not sure what the button is. I should check. I should map something. Here, let's check on it. Options, controls. Okay, wipers. High beam headlights is K. So, okay, we're going to press K. I'm going to pull over to the side so I can get to my keyboard. I'm going to press K. There we go. Look at that. Now I can see. These people aren't going to like me, but I can see what I'm doing now. Much better for the video too. Yeah, look, he's like, turn that down. Free country, bro. That's how it's done. Hi. So yeah, it's a little extra immersion. Flash their lights at you. Now if I map that to the controller to a button I'm not using, which I'm not exactly sure what button I'm not using because I think I'm using them all, but if you had an extra button you could map that to the controller. This game honestly could benefit from motion controllers and a pointer, where you could point at controls or even reach out to them and switch them, because then you would know where they are. It would be almost study level in that way, even if it moved that in that direction in another 5-10 years with improvements. A lot of the controllers have hand gesturing now, like Windows Mixed Reality and the OpenXR. There's one called OpenXR Toolkit, and it actually comes with finger recognition, so that, you know, basically if you're just doing a few things, you could probably get out and do pinchers on something and get it to work, even if it's not like exact, as long as you can get over there, maybe even just twist or something, close your fingers and twist or something to get it to click over to the other value. Because then you got your hands on the cabin here. I mean, ideally you would do it with the wheel as well, but when you have your hands held out in VR, it gets tired, and your shoulder muscles are wondering what the heck you're doing. So there's limitations to VR. But I'm sure the developers have all spent time in the headset, and they get paid to do it, so they make some professional opinions. But I think that would be neat if you had either motion controller support or and then people could use the finger tracking programs in addition to the motion controller support to make it hands-on, because that's probably going to be developed independently, because all it does is turn your hand into a motion controller. It's actually interesting, the evolution of the whole thing. People just kind of improve one portion, someone else works on something else. I mean, if you could count the people who worked on VR so far and did something, it's a lot of people, I'm sure. It'd be interesting to know. And the man hours, exactly. Like even just people, even just thinking about it, and some amateur work. Some people are amateurs and they still work on it. All the amateur means is you don't get paid. That wasn't a complete stop, but we're gonna go with it. Look at that, people are waiting on me. $116 more miles. So you can tell that it seems like actually I've driven about maybe 8 or 10 miles or so, maybe 20, maybe, I don't know. But they're saying I've driven already 100. So yeah, it's chopped down. They make it quaint, but it's pretty cool here. But this thing's averaging like 4 or 5 miles to the gallon. So it's going through the fuel pretty quick. A couple hundred gallons, what would that be today? It'd be about $1,000. It's not unheard of, but definitely smart to tie it to a source of income. Make money with it, and you still get to burn it. This isn't a joyride. This is really, really immersive. Like I can't convey how crisp and clean it looks in the headset. It really, Just follow this old country road. Listen to the turbo whistle. Feel like the trailer is going to fall off because you're turning too hard, but it doesn't. The game doesn't really feel cookie cuttered. A lot of these things you would think like the road would just kind of look like you're playing like Jurassic World or something, and they have basically the asset that you can place, and you place multiples of them and go on. It doesn't have that feel. It feels kind of dynamic. They mixed it up enough that it you don't get it locked into any patterns or notice anything like that. Kind of like the old NES games where everything had kind of a pattern, just due to memory restriction and all of that. Alright, so I'll be taking a right. I think right here. I think this is it. These people are going to have to deal with my brights. Somebody's going to call my employer. Luckily, it's owner-operator. A little bit of sound going underneath the bridges for effect. Not that one. This is full throttle. I don't know that I'm even accelerating. Just barely. It's probably faster to let off the pedal a little bit. Sometimes it's too rich, too much fuel. Look at that. I think this is Las Vegas coming up, or I'm not exactly sure. It looks like a Ferris wheel there. Whoa, let's not die. Okay, I gotta get out. I gotta go this way and this way. Hopefully that wasn't rude. Ooh, I got a whole train with me and I'm coming out like that. That's the thing, they don't give you much time to... Once you've been to these places before, you kind of recognize them. I've delivered here before, and I remember all of this. I feel like I was coming from the other way, though. It's possible that I would see these intersections a number of times and I would realize that the scope of this is not as big as I was originally thinking. But just the fact that all the cars are modern cars that you know, Look at that, he's got a boat. It's a Ford. I actually only have a number of hours in this game, not a whole lot. Just kind of starting out, really. Bought some DLC, but I've been enjoying it a lot. Quite a bit more detailed than Job Simulator, the video game. That one's a little bit cartoony. Essentially, this is a job, and it's a simulation of the job. Alright, my turn. My turn. My turn to turn. Boltison Motors. Is that where I'm going? I think I've already delivered here before. Or maybe it was from here. Man, this is... I don't know if I'm going to be able to park this. They're going to want me to park this? I'm just going to say, where do you want it? Because this thing is... I have way too many. I can do anything. Yeah, I don't know. Where should I place it? I don't think I can do it. I'm not even going to try. I'm going to say, where should I place it? Proceed to the unloading. Okay, gotta go left. Yeah, not a train. That's why you don't see too many people with... These are the type of thing you want to go forward only. I can't see wanting to go backwards with it. I think you could, though. You can undo anything you can do, so... If you were really freaking good, I think you could. Look at that. That's like a good 50 feet of train. Mm-hmm. I just hit the wall. I was waiting for that to turn green, and never did. I could go around and try it again. Maybe. Maybe not. See if they'll take it backwards. It's possible that the game doesn't recognize this trailer setup. Alright, I just ditched it. Let's put it down. Good enough. Well, that was awesome. It was a nighttime journey. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot to see. It was kind of funny when I went into the bushes and almost lost it. But, you know, I saved it and we took it to its destination. That's amazing. I just can't even convey that. That is so amazing. It feels so comfortable in the cockpit. It's not even a cockpit, it's a cabin. And I'm so used to playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. But this is actually a lot like it, but for trucking. And it's, you know, pretty amazing, honestly. It's really awesome. I hope you enjoyed the video. Always remember you can shop in my eBay store, GB Hatchery. I sell all kinds of used items there, sometimes clothing, shoes, sporting goods, or household items. Other than that, I hope you're safe and healthy, and I will see you in the next video.